what's Missin Curfew? It's when you kind of play guilty, but you show up.
How nice is a green light on the road, though? No practice tomorrow, no plane, just go.
Scotty Upshaw in the clear, and he scores! Right in front, scores!
A few laughs, a little bit of fun, and obviously a lot of hockey talk.
You're listening to Missin Curfew.
Fellas, coming to you from Hall Pass Media in Newport Beach, this is Missin Curfew. And before the boys start snap around, let's not forget this show is always presented by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Oh, it was the up dog, and we got our boy back. Stanley Cup champ, fucking golfing champ, golfing competitor
he's really
everywhere.
brought the heat lately.
He's just, I tell you what, he's got good outfits, good golf shoes. His tan is good.
Doesn't miss his workouts.
And he's coming down on everywhere he is across the great United States of America. He's coming down on it.
I know. What kind of, by the way, what kind of program you on? The video I saw you getting that Rolex for the nice 3-footer closest to the pin. Dude, fucking arms, shoulders, chest, back. You're not missing any buys and tries.
You didn't see the belly, though, hanging out.
So I could see the barrel a bit, but I was more focused on the biceps, bud.
I was trying to, I knew the camera was on me, so I was flexing a little bit more than usual.
Yeah. What a shot.
Yeah, thanks, fella. It was a
great
event.
Great
event up in Blue Jack, and it was a little 5-minute shootout for a Rolex, and I hit it to 3 feet, so it was pretty cool. And all my boys around banged up and
great Sally,
body checking me and stuff. It was great.
Great Sally. Boys, I love not one guy had a pair of shoes on, and they're all just pinned, and they're just oh boy, let's get up.
Fucking knocked the wind out of me. Fuck.
Hey Rick, so the format there on the shootout for the close to the pin. Do all the guys on your team get to shoot, or was there only one Rolex given out, or does all the squad get one?
No, it was just one. So we played our normal round of tournament golf. It was a 4-man best ball tournament. You get to that hole number 12, and during the round, the 5 closest from any group get into the shootout at 5 o'clock for the Rolex. And so it's 5 of us. 5 of us. Whoever hits the closest gets the Rolex. So just you, not your group, which is too bad, but I'll take it. It was fun though. We were like all banged up, and like I said, everyone's having fun. No shoes. The place is incredible. Really cool atmosphere. So it was a great day. Obviously, come home with the Rolex.
You want team rollies, eh?
I thought maybe team rollies would be nice.
I'm with you.
That would be nice.
I'm with you.
Yeah, like come on, bud. You cheering for your buddy because
two tie, we all tie, eh? Yeah. Come on here. Good shot, Rich. I'll take one in gold, please, fella. I cleaned his club for him. I'll take that one in gold.
How confident were you going in there? Because nice and tuned up. Yeah, like were you fine form? And then did the guys who shot before you? Did you have to turn your back and not know where their shot was?
No, they didn't make us turn our back, but it was a tough hole. I mean, I don't know if you saw it on the video, but it was, it's all water right. It was downwind, so you don't want to hit something too hard. It wasn't a big surface to land it, but I was, you're always a little nervous when people are watching you. But I just try to get in the zone.
Not you, bud, not you. You love that moment.
Try to get in the zone and try to hit a good shot, but everyone else kind of pooped. The one I had to beat, I went fourth. Only one guy hit the green before me, so he was like 24 feet. So I'm like, well, I should be able to beat that. I'm like, just be aggressive, go at it, and that last person pooped it in the water, so I was set.
That's nice. Takes a little pressure off, eh? Just a little swing a little easier.
Well, yeah, if someone's in there tight, you're like, fuck, you know what I mean? But
how pinned?
I did hit it to 3 feet, but
how pinned
were you? Because a lot of that's about.
I mean, that was our last day of the 3-day trip, so fairly pinned. Just finished 18 holes of golf. I would say I wasn't like pinned, but I wasn't Palm Springs pinned when I came on the podcast, but I was in the pocket. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you could put a move on it after day 3 of a golf tournament like that. It's impressive that you still have that move after 3 days of no chance. No chance. I could square it up after 3 days of boozing and golf. Well, you've seen it firsthand. Both of you have. It's not pretty.
Yeah,
it's not pretty.
A couple equalizers.
How was that tournament? I haven't talked to you since the bear trap. Up dog came back licking his wounds a little bit from the bear trap. You had a good little tourney though. You both played well, but you had a nice little tied for 12th or something.
Yeah, T12. I mean, it was such like I'll be sure I told you the course is just a joke how hard it is. Wind's just blowing everywhere. Every shot you can hit a good shot and you end up getting a double bogey. It's just water every hole. But I played well. The first day, I think everyone it was really tough conditions. Everyone did play great. The second day, I kind of lit it up, had an eagle and a birdie, which getting an eagle always helps your score. for this, the Stableford
Stableford,
stuff.
yeah.
And then the third day, just kind of hung around. I didn't do much. Kind of fucked up on the 17th, double bogeyed coming in, so that kind of hurt my top 10 finish. But had a great week. So many great guys, and I'm always appreciative of being able to do that.
Timmy Hortons, double.
Double. I finished with a par. It's 18, thank
Couple
God.
tidbits, Throw them in your bag.
Double, boys.
Eat them after.
Double.
One now. Eat
4
one
extra large 4x4.
I'll tell you what, I always follow around the boys, the Missin Curfew boys at the Pro Tour. Great name too, just the Pro Tour.
It's a great name. I feel like you're.
That's when you know you're just on
like
the
you're
Pro
cool.
Tour. I go around telling everyone that Uppy's a pro. He's not eligible for these tourneys around here anymore. I'm like, hey, check this guy. This fucking guy's a pro.
Check his W2.
Like, I don't know if he can. I don't know if he's allowed to go down to Chileno here in a couple weeks and run away with bigger. The guy's a pro.
He gave up that amateur status.
Give up the amateur status, but I saw some monster numbers coming out of the bear trap. I'm like, all right, I see the guys that are playing well, checking on you boys, and then I'm like, let's go see where I would be. And I went down. I'm like, holy, there's like couple 101s, couple 103s. I'm like, it's a long day in the bear trap to shoot 103.
There's a reason, Rich, why none of the pros. It's their backyard, right? They all live down in South Florida there. But there's a reason why they don't go to that tournament. Like DJ was saying the one night, like, I ain't coming out here, no chance. I come out here, I shoot 85, and I think I play good. And every shot I'm grinding over, it's a completely mental. It's a grind. Every shot, every putt. The grass they were burning the grass, changing it from one to another, whatever, rye to Bermuda.
Like,
it was kind of muddy.
Yeah,
It
like
would
chipping out there
rain, and then
was
it would be fucking
chipping on the green
How am I
was
supposed to
not
do
even
it?
possible.
I saw 2 fat naked bikers off 17 having sex. How am I supposed to chip?
Come on, Doug.
Well, I'm not.
Like
Doug.
but I just said that course too. Like, you can't. There's no every hole. There's no easy holes. Where, like, I'm going to birdie this hole, maybe 10.
There's no.
And I only birdied it once, and I 3-putted it. But there's no easy holes out there. Every hole you're like, God damn, can I just have one easy hole where I can just poop it up there and chip it on and make a putt? Nothing.
Yeah. Speaking of absolute bears, Cameron Young went out and put on a display at the Brew Monster at Durrell. And as soon as I flipped it on Thursday, I just went back to when me and Loops came out. When we both missed the playoffs in Edmonton, he's like, I got to get out of Edmonton. I'm like, fly to Tampa. We'll tee it up. We'll go to Miami and whatever. So we go on a fucking 2-day, 3-day bender. And we have the bright idea that we're going to play Durrell on the way home. And fuck, we came out there. We must have shot. I mean, we didn't finish really. And he's like, yeah, that's not the course you want to play after, getting 2 hours sleep in 3 days, is it, Obes? I'm like, no, it's like, it's not the friendly confines of Newport Beach, country club or Big Canyon. It's that Durrell is a bear. And for Cam Young to go out there on the Thursday and shoot 64, have you played there?
I have once, but not to my recollection. I couldn't tell you a hole.
Oh,
but
man,
lots of water.
Water everywhere.
That's
It's
nightmare to me.
Yeah, he shot 19 under, and then Scheffler was next at 13. So he ran away with it. Yeah.
Swing smooth, as they say, buddy. It's that wind is a whole other animal. It's fucking, you don't get that in Newport Beach or Phoenix or anywhere for that matter. The wind coming off those dunes and stuff. Wow.
Yeah. Boys, speaking of DJ, what's DJ going to do here when they shut down operations of the Live Tours? He's just
going to fish.
Just fish and play the Grove?
Most
Big money
likely,
games at the Grove, yeah.
As he should.
Yeah.
I mean,
he'll
he'll be fine. He's got all his majors, so he'll get in the big tourneys if he wants, right? Like,
I don't know how that works.
You just got that exemption, for the next one?
For the PGA?
PGA just got an exemption.
Yeah, for the first time, I'm going to screw up the year, like a long time. 15 years, maybe more. He's been exempt for every major. He's not exempt for the PGA. So I didn't know that, Rich. They're going to let him in. As they should.
They just let him in today.
And
for sure.
Have Paulina walking around.
Still one of the
good
best
for business.
Still one of the best golfers, even at not his best. So you got to bring the big names.
Yeah.
While they're still young and fucking can compete.
Well, what do you think these live guys are going to do? So the guys with the majors are fine, and then the rest are just...
Yeah, I think there's probably...
Thanks for coming.
I think there's a dozen
playing member guests with the boys.
Yeah.
Hey, boy. Hey.
Steeler.
Hey, there's Paul Casey, Ian Poulter. Hey, boys, how you doing?
Steeler, want to play in the Balboa?
Lee Westwood, how you doing, buddy? What's your handicap, Lee? You want to play 50s or 100s, buddy? What do you want?
I think, you're going to see probably a dozen of them, still find a way, whether it's, a fine or a little donation, the same thing Brooks Koepka did, and get back in the swing of things in the tour in a year, right?
Yeah.
Is it
Koepka, tip your hat to Koepka and his agent or him or whatever. He saw it coming and he's like, hey, I'm sorry. Whatever you guys say, I will, I'll take. And in his defense, he's tried everything. He's going to these tournaments, these signature tournaments. Like at Hilton Head, he was the first alternate. And there's a video of him sitting on the patio with his hat kind of tilted and just sitting there hoping somebody gets hurt. Fast forward, Fast forward.
Having a cocktail.
Have a coffee, eh? Fucking.
That's not bad. Hey, you're the 14th forward in warm-ups.
Yeah.
You're like, I need 2 guys to go down.
That's what he is.
Well, you're
Stay ready.
You need Barry
my
Trotz
end or
to come
no?
in and look at a guy and go, hey, Arkhipov, you're not in. Sorry, fella, not tonight. He
Not
just wipes
tonight.
the name off. You're like, yeah, man.
Get a workout in.
Yeah.
Get a workout. Hit
Hit the bike. Hit the bike.
That was the one thing about Trotsky. I didn't really argue with Trotsky much, but that was one thing. And I was lucky. We only carried 6D for the most part. The German kid would come up and down. I can't remember his name, but Trotsky would put up 4 forwards on the 4th line. I'm like, finally, as the year went on, probably 60 games in, I go, he calls me in. I'm like, hey, by the way, like, let these guys know.
Yeah,
Like,
that's brutal.
fuck.
That was my first 5
It's
years.
usually the guy on the far right outside.
Yeah.
First 5
Typically-
years of that.
Typically, if you're on the roadside, you're not in.
On the outside looking in, never good.
I know. I look back sometimes in my tenure there, and I'm like, man, I love Trotsky. Like, I was so young, but like, fuck. I think of the pain of just like, really, I'm gonna go pregame nap
all
at
day.
Ergo's for some fucking angel hair chicken parm, and still not know.
It's crazy.
That doesn't happen anymore. No chance.
And I just think from the fact of you want the best to put your players in the best situation and your team to succeed. How is that good for anyone on that line to not know who's playing?
Already walking on eggshells, whether you knew I was out last night or not, let alone fucking be the lineup.
You were going out no matter if you're in the lineup or not.
Well, let guys enjoy your day too, eh? I got shit to do here.
totally.
I'll
You
run
can tee
some
it
errands
up
if I'm not
or-
playing.
Yeah. Gotta go get some groceries here, maybe.
Get some
Get a mani
groceries,
pedi.
fucking. I'll go hit the range. Fuck it.
Oh, that's funny, boys. Well, boys, keep grinding. Good luck with the pro. How many events we got left, boys? What the chase for the
Uppy,
FedEx
that's
Cup?
Uppy
Where we at?
question.
So there's 2 before the playoffs start. So there's 2. There's one late June in Minnesota, and then there's
Mini.
Yeah, there's one in Minnesota. It's supposed to be a beautiful resort, casino resort.
Yeah.
And then
love that.
playoffs are late August and September.
You guys got to claim these winnings on taxes, or do you just
Yeah,
they
you
just
do.
got to give
Fuck, I
you give you a handful of money you stuff in your golf bag and jump on the bird? How's that work?
I wish.
think it's we had to
wish.
fill out the tax form, eh?
You
Tax-
did- Fuck. Can you write that off?
We need to abolish this IRS, don't we?
Just show them your
that?
Just show them your bill, your bar bill, and then what you made. You're like, I lost here. When you're like, my bar bill was more, so that I could claim a loss
Sir,
here.
I'm not sure Negronis count as a tax write-off.
Sir, you drank
Holy
28
fuck.
Negronis and fucking 27 blue lights and 17 shots of tequila. So we're gonna give you a rebate of $500 from the.
I took care of the first round. What can I say?
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck, Richie, I'm gonna have to get on the bag for you here in the playoffs.
You do.
I know,
You
but I'm
have
gonna
to.
miss that next one. It hurts me. I'm gonna have to play real good in Minnesota.
You will.
I
yeah,
think
you
I gotta
will.
Richie. I think I gotta get on the bag for you here down the stretch. One, hey?
One round, hey.
No,
I
one
think the
tourney. I
mini
gotta
will
get on the
be
bag.
great
One
for it.
tourney.
Let's
Come
plan
on,
on the
mini.
Minnesota one, boys. I'll get all the info. Obes, you should 100% come.
It's June 16th ish, somewhere right there, I think. But
Is it the 16th? Okay.
something like that.
Yeah. Right in the middle of the finals.
Fuck. Yeah, it'll be
That's
near,
final.
it'll be near the end of the finals. We'll probably already have our fellow trip in the can. We're going to the final, by the way, boys. We're probably not
100%.
going anywhere else, but we're going to the final. So
Carolina? Fuck me.
I ain't going to Carolina. Can we play Pinehurst? How far is Pinehurst from
Probably
Raleigh?
not far.
Richie,
It's about 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's perfect. Wherever we're going, we bring the clubs.
yeah,
We always
100%. Hopefully
Ski
Denver
or
gets
surf?
it. Yes. He'll either surf or ski. Eh? Boys, shout out to our boy Lupul, Joffrey Lupul. I'm sitting there, the running for the roses. I'm just having a chill weekend coming off of Stagecoach Richie. By the way, Stagecoach Rich, we got to get you there
yeah.
next year. Let's get that in the calendar now. But Loops is like, hey, you going to watch the Derby? I'm like, I got it on here. He's like, Golden Temple. My buddy at Shady Canyon said 25-1, good long shot. I'm like, oh, perfect. I'll tickle it. Put in what my normal bet is, 500 across the board, and I'm like, fuck, I don't want to lose, $1,500 here on the Derby. So I go 100 across the board, first place to show 300, then I go 250 for him to win outright. Well, fuck, boys, if we're not watching the race, and here he comes down the final stretch, and here comes Golden Temple, fella. Just fucking. You're like, and I'm like, run. I'm like Billy Walsh in Entourage. I'm like, run. I wake my girlfriend up. I'm like, run. Boom, cashes out. I win like, whatever, 9K. But the first thing I thought was, fuck, I should have bet my normal bet, and it would have been, right? 20.
Yeah.
But thanks to Loops, I mean, I needed that. I'm in a bit of a
He
hole.
didn't even watch the race either, I don't think. He caught it late. Like, what the fuck happened?
He FaceTimed me, and he was somewhere drinking a beer when the Golden Temple won it.
Well, for sure he was.
Yeah. But up dog, the connection hockey is Vinny Viola is part owner of that horse.
Yeah. I think it's his second crown at the Derby. So guy touches gold. But
he's also friend. Like, shout out to my friends, my part owners of my friends, Matt and Sam Alvarez. I don't know if you met them, Manhattan Beach people, and that's their second Kentucky Derby win. So I'm pumped for them. They're in the box celebrating.
Nice.
So
first female
the horse
trainer
with
to
Vinny.
win. Good for her.
yeah, she was going Buck Diddy.
I guess.
She was almost going as Buck Diddy as the horse down the street.
What does that do for what do you get to win the Derby? We should probably look this up. What does a winning owner get for winning the Derby?
Well, it's the money and the load that counts. That horse is now
breeder.
stud.
Out to stud.
He's breeding everything.
It's like Entourage, The Return of the King.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Send him out to stud?
He's
zero. You're going to send him to the glue factory.
He becomes the ultimate silver. He gets the silver slugger immediately.
So you win the Derby, then they just send you out to just whack away.
No, he's going to race the other two events.
The
Is he not?
Preakness and the Belmont, Triple Crown.
Yeah, I would think, and then they send him.
All right, so Golden Temple gets 3.1 bananas for winning it. That's a nice chunk of change. But up dog, you're saying after he goes out to stud, that's when the owner will make their big time money.
Big time.
You say,
Huge
hey,
money.
I got a Kentucky Derby winner.
Yeah, Picky, look up that. Look up what's the total amount of money through sponsorships and the bunch of sets.
I bet you make 30, 40, 50 million. No,
I mean, I have no idea.
stud fees are crazy. A couple $100,000, I think.
fees.
It was a great Loops had a great chirp to to Flowers. Flowers is like, if I had a horse, I would name him so and so. And Liverpool goes, I don't think you're going to be in the horse game anytime soon. Maybe just rename he goes, maybe just rename Rocky. Maybe just rename Rocky his dog.
great.
I almost fell off the couch. I don't think you're going to be in the horse game anytime soon. Oh, Luke. Oh, he's a funny fucker, man.
Yeah.
Luke's got some good zingers, doesn't he?
His texting zingers, Richie, are they're legendary, man. I've been telling him for years he should write. Not even a book about him, but just he's such a good writer and he's so funny. But,
Yeah, he is.
what do we get? Stud fees, 50,000 to 150,000 per breeding. So that's every time you dump one, or what?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
And look at that. Successful stallion can cover 100 to 200 kills a year.
Jesus Christ, that's an up dog year.
Back in Van City or what? We're back in Van City.
Hey, a conservative season, only 120. Those are low numbers. We're going to bump those numbers
Those are
up.
rookie numbers. What
rookie
happened? Long season. I was a little tired down the stretch there. Couldn't quite.
So about 12
million.
mil.
12 million a year. Okay. All right. Wow.
Pretty good.
That's nice. That is nice.
Yeah. Thanks, Pick.
Yeah, never been to the Derby. Thank you to Loops and his buddy at Shady Golden Temple. Way to dig, buddy. And the way, like I said, the way he won, coming from dead last.
It's like the St. Louis Blues.
He found that hole of remember back when you're at a club and you're trying to get to the pisser? You're like, fuck, I got to get through here.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
That's what he was like. He was,
pushing guys out of
"Nah, get
the
over
way.
my way."
Might have elbowed a girl.
Or you're trying to get to the table. Hey, heads up, boys. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah. Hey, why don't you two come? We got a table over here. Why don't you come over here? Fellas, I've been rocking some pieces from GLD lately, and I've got to say, the quality is unreal. The second you pick it up, you can feel the difference. Nice weight, clean detail. I've been wearing mine nonstop. Travel, workouts, whatever, and it still looks brand new. It's waterproof, sweat-proof, and she's built to last. What I love is GLD has something for every style. Chains, pendants, rings, watches, even official collabs with leagues like the National Football League and the National Basketball Association. Plus, every piece comes with a lifetime guarantee. Work hard and change the game. For a limited time only, new customers are getting an insane deal. Use code CURFEW to get 40% off at GLD.com. That's 40% off with code CURFEW at GLD.com. After you purchase, they will ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them the fellas sent you. Boys, moving on here. Let's talk a little hockey in our intro. Big news out of the Big Smoke. The Toronto Maple Leafs have found their guys. The GM is John Chayka. And then they hired my former teammate and all-time good guy, Matt Sundin. Listen, it started right away. I'm not a huge Steve Simmons fan. I got to give him credit, though. He said exactly, he asked a question that probably nobody was going to ask, so he fired away at Keith Pelly right away. But Richie, you're kind of familiar with Chayka. This is a controversial hire for, I've been doing a little bit of digging on it. I guess he did some shady stuff when it comes to draft picks and stuff like that. But did you have him in Arizona, or do you know a little bit about this guy?
Yeah, I know him. I know him really well. He was with us for, I think, 4 of my 5 years here. He was assistant GM. Then all of a sudden he was 26, gets promoted to GM. I think at the time I was 34-5. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is a little young to be a GM of an NHL team. But to be honest, Dobes, I actually like John. I think he did a good job with Arizona of what he had here. I think we built a culture here, and he brought right guys in to do that. Obviously, we didn't, get it very far, but from what he had to work with, it wasn't a lot. So I really like John. I think he's an honest guy. He's different than most people. He's very analytical, but he does understand the game. I think we got to give him a chance here in Toronto. I think they're going to be a little hard on a guy. And I think he's going to actually do a good job. So we'll see what happens.
Like to your point, I think it's hard to come after a guy before he's made one decision. You're going on all the stuff in his past. Like I'm all about, like, if the guy left the game for a while and had a little tenure somewhere, like, he's brought in. They obviously made a statement early when they got rid of tree living that they wanted more analytics to this stuff. And so they picked the guy that was analytics. Like, what, who should be upset with that? That was what they wanted, and they went out and found it. You hear these stories from writers now and stuff. There was one thing I read yesterday where this guy was like, oh, there's a story in Phoenix where he just looked like he was working hard and had all these things.
Yeah, fake news. He had 6 screens, but none of them really had anything up there.
Yeah,
I mean, I find that hard to believe. This guy owns and founded an analytic company that most of the teams use. So I don't think that's the case. But
just because you don't understand what's on the screen doesn't mean it's fucking fake.
Did he have any porn up there? Is the real question.
It's not my screen.
Yeah. Check his history. Right? What was he doing?
He's got the iPad. He's got all the things. The VPN going. Let me tell you. Shout out to NordVPN. No free ads. But in case you're in one of those states, anyway, back to this. I just think Toronto, you got more to worry about than being hard on the guy before he makes one decision. He hasn't even gone into the draft. He hasn't even been here 3 days, and I guess the big thing is
there 3 hours.
Was there anyone that should have been given the look other than him? Like everyone,
Richie, you know who? Sorry, I'm to jump in there, but
that's what I'd ask you guys.
Yeah, you know who was, I guess, down in the final running was Mike Fuda.
Mike, yeah.
Is that's his last name,
I had
right?
Fuchs in junior. I had Fuchs in junior and in LA. Yeah,
he loves you.
He's great.
He loves you.
Yeah.
He won a cup in LA, and to me, if that guy was in the why don't you give it to a guy like that? That's won a Stanley Cup, that has been in the city of Toronto doing media and following the team, and I'm biased because I love Fuchs too, but. To your point, Uppy, that's a lot of the backlash they're talking about. They're like, this is probably the best general manager job in the league, probably.
But right? They got to be all happy with the Matt Sundin choice.
Probably the hardest too.
Like you talked about it last week, Obes. You're like, they should be bringing in guys that have been there or that have like the player sort of outlook. And I mean, Matt Sundin, I look at a guy that he's an iconic figure. So at that point. Matt's obviously had something to say in this too, if they were bringing him in.
Yeah, and I'm just going to go back to Steve Simmons, where he said he talked to 19 or 20 NHL guys. Who are the fucking 20 guys in NHL talking to this fucking guy? Why are you talking to a media guy in Toronto about anything that's going on in the NHL? Right? If you're lucky enough to have a job in the NHL, should you not be airing your dirty dishes to the media? Like I don't know. I have a hard time with 20 people around the NHL. Talking to this media guy who's obviously looking for some kind of
hit piece. And
you're going to, even if you don't like Chetka, there's one guy I would do that to. And we all know Bob Hartley. If someone asked me about Bob Hartley, I'd throw him under the bus.
You wouldn't be the only guy to come out and say it.
But I'm just like, who are the 20 guys? Who are the 20 guys in the NHL that are telling this Steve Simmons that this guy is a con artist? Like that's a pretty powerful word to throw at a guy that just got hired as GM, a con artist.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, I felt bad. I'm like, oh, his fucking poor kids and family are sitting there too. I'm like, God damn.
Well, that you're taking, you got to absorb that with.
I know you got to take it, but
because if you're going to go,
I think that was a little harsh. But let's think about like he was with us. He was our GM. We go to the playoffs. He leaves our team. We don't even hear from him again. I didn't like that. Obviously, he just built a team that finally got to the playoffs. And then he left as our GM. So it was kind of weird. And I'll never forgive him kind of for that, but I still like the guy.
What did he do? He took the job in Jersey, right? He went out and took.
Well, he
like
was
a
going to, and then
president job.
something happened, and I don't know what the fuck happened in the end. I never really.
He got
heard the real
sizzled
story,
for
but-
something over draft pick, like tampering
Well,
prospects
it
or
was
something.
for it was at the combine.
Yeah.
He did some stuff. He made some guys like our staff do some things they weren't really supposed to do, and they got caught.
Yeah.
Which is
It
we
cost
lost
it-
a first round pick in a second,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it cost some high draft
But-
picks to the.
But guys,
Mammoth.
what about this though? Like, who we don't know. He hasn't even named his staff yet. He's not had time to get his staff together. He might bring in a couple other guys that we really like.
Yeah. No,
So
and-
and I don't. He's not shy. John's not shy to like collaborate with people and have NHL players around him. I don't think he is. So
No, and
could be a
that's-
good staff there.
Yeah, and that's where I'm going. And I'll be mentioned, Matt's like Keith Pelly came out right away after he fired Brad and the end of the year presser and says, I want an analytics guy in here. Fine. A lot of teams have analytics now. We all know that. I'm not a huge analytics guy. It's obviously part of the game. You need certain people in there that can help you with those numbers and have the data. So if they're going to have this guy, Chetka, that is, as the GM and the analytics guy, and Matt's as the hockey guy, I just hope that Matt's has a lot to say. Like, I'm sure he does. I'm sure Matt's isn't going to fucking move back from Sweden where he's been hunting and fishing and doing whatever he's doing to come back and not have any say. But if you're going to have John Chayka as the analytics number guys and you have Matt Sundin as your hockey guy, I'm okay with this. Like, Matt Sundin is a legend in Toronto. I was lucky enough to play with him in Vancouver. He's an unbelievable person. He's an unbelievable hockey guy. And if he has the say in decisions, I think the Toronto Maple Leafs are going to be okay.
Was there any relationship, Richie, back in the day between Austin Matthews and Chayka at all? Like back that you recall? Like, how old was Austin when you were there?
No, he was skating with us in the summer. Like, we had a good summer skate. We had a good group of guys that lived here and stayed here. And then you had like Tage Thompson and the Thompson brothers and Matt, Austin, and a few other guys that would come in here and skate. So John was always around the rink. So I'm sure they had relations and talked or whatever. You know what I mean? So I think
he's got his hands full there. I think like there's going to be some tough decisions with Austin Matthews just for the way the media has been with him, the fans. Like,
how many first rounders are you going to get for him?
Well, it depends if you want to move him early. Otherwise, you got what, 2 years and then he walks. Like,
Yeah.
so
He had some big decisions. But I think you're underestimating. John knows hockey.
Yeah,
It's not like he doesn't know what he's doing.
everyone
I think
knows that.
every time I've talked to him, I pretty much had the same opinion as him. So
All right.
whatever that means, but.
All right. He just went up in my books then. Hey, listen, I'm pulling for him now. After Steve Simmons gave him that treatment, I'm like, guy he doesn't even have his office yet. And you're just firing him with absolute, daggers. I will say this about, how do you say his last name? Chetka? Is that how you say it? Johnny Chetka?
I call him Chayka.
Chayka. Okay, Chayka. I don't know how much he's going to intimidate the other managers at the GM meetings. I don't think he's going to walk up to the bar and be like,
Hey, fellas.
"Hey, Kenny Holland, bud. Hey, what do you want for fucking so and so?" But like, I don't think he's going to come in there.
He's not quite Brian Burke.
Yeah, he's not Berkey with the tie around, big lip ring, man. What are you off of that fucking guy?
Give me a whiskey there, would you?
But Mats can kind of be that guy.
Yeah, the
Like
big
so,
Swede.
the fucking big. No one wants to fuck with him.
No one shot a puck harder
but
than Matt Sundin.
Though, but like in the game though, like if there's going to be GMs that have to work with him because they want the players off his team, right? It's not like you just don't talk to a guy because he's a nerd.
No. It's like when you got a nerd on your team. You're like, he's a good nerd. I'll hang out with him a little bit. I'm not bringing him out, with Cons and Updog and Richie and Loops in Hollywood. But like, if he wants to go see a movie in Columbus or something, sure, fella.
Yeah,
you want to go see a matinee? Come on, what do you?
Thanks for lunch, bud. Yeah.
You get the popcorn. I got the M&M peanuts, fella. All right, I got to take a piss. I'll meet you in there. Get us some good seats. Hey, listen, I will say this, Richie, you're my boy. I love you to death. You saying that, I'm pulling for this guy even more. But I think one thing Steve Simmons might have done, and I hope for Leafs Nation out there and the boys that listen to this podcast, I think they're going to be pulling for this guy even more because of the way that he was, just ambushed like that, right? For me, when I saw that, I'm like, okay, even before talking to you boys, I'm like, I'm pulling for him now. I hope he does better because he came in there and they were all over him right away in typical Toronto style. It's give the guy a chance. So I wish him luck. Matt, buddy, I love you. It's good to see Matt Sundin back around the Leafs. Uppy mentioned I did say that a couple weeks ago. That's what I wanted, so I'm happy about that. So last little thing in our intro here, boys. I had it in the rundown before the play last night in Las Vegas with the Icings. And before we roll that clip, Ice, boys, I know when we played, right, we had the icing rule of where I had to go back and you two fuckers were chasing me down and I had to touch it. I thought that was a dangerous play. I really did, and I hated it as a defenseman. But now, boys, I think we've gone too far the other way. especially this time of year. I'm seeing some of these pucks that are flipped in and they're kind of bouncing, and the D and forward are 50-50. And that puck, to me, that is fucking on. That is a battle. Let's go. Like, how many times do I want to hear, woo, icing, come down, face off? Like, to me, we've gone too far the other way, boys, of giving the benefit of the doubt to the defenseman every time. They just put their stick out like Lacombe's did last night, and it's icing. I think we've lost. If it's a 50-50 and it's a race, let that race develop. Don't blow that down, man. Like, they're so far away from the boards now that when they wave it off, that I don't think there's a reason for real injury. And that battle, you go in there, you win that battle. Now we got an offensive zone cycle going. That's hockey, man. I just think they've gone too far the other way with all these icings, automatic fucking icing. Like, if it's bouncing, like I said, game on. Let's go.
Yeah, I think there's, they tried to fix a gray area rule. I remember playing a minor league game against you guys where Foster fucking broke his leg in 10 places and his hip.
Well, that's why they changed it.
That's exactly why they changed it. Now, a lot falls on the linesman in this situation, like knowing it early and calling it off early, then the players know it's a battle. So there's that point of it. I think, taking away the trapezoid is maybe a way to
I'm down for that.
Keep the play going more. I sat, Oilers Ducks game with Christina, and she's like, why is that a whistle? Like, those guys were skating. I'm like, oh, it's icing. She's like, what's that? I'm like, well, it's this, this, and this. But you're right. There's a lot of calls that are icing, slows the game down. With the new face-off rule and getting in there and no change on an icing, it does speed up play. But you just hate to see something so gray, be the deciding factor of a really good hockey game in the playoffs. It means a lot.
For sure. And I would say about this play, Rich, you got to play to the whistle, right? If you don't hear a whistle, even if you disagree with the call,
it's obviously they fucked up and you got to keep playing. But yeah, the race is supposed to be to the hash marks, right? That's supposed to be blown by then.
That's but Barbashev
look at that. Can you see that?
And even Eichel gave up on. They both kind of gave up thinking it'd be an icing.
Yeah, but that linesman was right there. Like whoever that was right there looking that, and he thought he saw Eichel ahead of Lacombe for a second.
Ice, if you could go back and try to pause it, I know, fellow, I'm putting a lot on your plate here. If you could go back and try to pause it when they are at the kind of hash marks or top of the circle, if you could.
I would also just like to say this before
Quenneville was
we're
losing
looking at this.
Gasket.
When you see Barbashev not like fight to get the line and he shoots it 5 feet before, you need to err on the side of calling it icing early, I think.
Yes,
like
I agree.
100%. That needs to be, hey, he didn't try to get the line. He dumped it from 3 feet outside his blue line.
Intentional.
It's an intentional dump in. You need to call, that needs to be ready to be called icing, in my opinion.
Yeah. Especially in the crucial minutes of the game. You know what I mean? We're in the last 5 minutes of the game.
Because
I disagree with that. Like
being tough is getting the red line in the playoffs.
For sure. But there's also time where if you're just outside the red line, you can't get it, where you flip it up and it's bouncing, and it looks like it's going to get there.
It did get there, though.
That's an icing 100 out of 100 times, I think.
Nowadays it is.
It did get there.
Now it is. That is an icing call 99 out of 100.
Yeah.
You can't say 100 because they didn't call it.
Yeah,
my point is, boys, this is just perfect timing for me because I was going to talk to you two beauties about it anyways. To me, man, they're calling these icings way too fucking early. And I'm a D-man. I'm the one going back for it. It's making my job easier. But for you forwards, do you not want, if it's a bouncing puck and it's coming into the corner and me and you are side by side as a forward, do you not want that puck to continue to be in play?
Yeah, but I think the key thing you said there is side by side, right?
Yeah. Well, Ike's gave up his body position. He was in a good spot, but then he stopped moving his feet too and got behind Lacombe. So that's
when you're in a side by side wobbly puck, it's kind of it's up for grabs. That's a 50-50. That's a different puck. That to me was a clear icing.
I have seen more calls that the forward was ahead of the D and they called it icing. Yeah, so this was an icing by the book, the way they've been calling it.
Yeah,
I'm saying they're calling too many of these fucking icings. I'm
with
okay
you.
with
I'd
that.
go back old school, buddy. I'll be all over you.
No, yeah.
Okay, then let's further.
You
this.
two guys are the reason they changed the fucking rule. You guys are dangerous out there.
Should this not be challengeable? Like they challenged when the puck like hits the dasher or a high stick early in the shift, and then play was stopped with a high stick. Like should be able to challenge that.
I'm just
use your one challenge.
Icing. Would you guys say icing is the most boring play in hockey?
Yeah, I mean, it's really only the shitty players that do it.
So why are we calling everything a fucking ice then?
And what do you do? What's your proposal?
By the way, I'm with you on that. I'll be like it's so fast out there now.
McKinnon's not. None of these guys dump the puck in anymore, really. Like if they do, they're getting the red line. It's not like the good players in the league are even doing that play ever. I'm not saying Barbashev's shitty, but
what the fuck was Trouba doing? He played that horrendous. What
was he? Who was he looking for?
He was looking for. I don't
trying
know.
to take someone's head off.
I don't know
couldn't
what
find
he was
it.
doing. He almost killed Wild Bill. Good to see Wild Bill back. Boys, I guess what I'm saying, moving forward here, when you're watching these games, keep an eye on some of these icings. In my opinion, it's just I would like to see the battle kind of incur. However, did the Ducks kind of get fucked there? I think so. And Coach Q, I mean, was he not losing it? Or he's leaning on the boys? He's fucking going bananas. His face was as red as ketchup bottle.
You should have had the paddles ready to rock there. And
yeah,
I was worried about him for a sec.
I mean, all these icings though, Richie, I think about you, like Nick Dowd, for example. This guy has rejuvenated his career because there's so many icings now. He's out there for all the face-offs in both offensive, defensive zone and his penalty kill. Like, face-offs are so important now because there's so many icings. Like, I don't know how many times there's an icing and there's a face-off. And then these games are so tight that you need a good face-off man on your team. I think it's very important.
You still can't change, right? So you
can't change.
Yeah.
I just look at, there was one play in that game last night, Dobes. It was a power play for Anaheim, and there's 3 draws, and Nick Dowd won them all.
Yeah.
So, that just kills your whole momentum of everything. So, it's just the importance of it, having a good guy out there.
I'm just thinking these icings
the other way.
Way to stick up for a guy like us, Richie. Fucking rights, bud.
Let the boys play. Fucking, hey, whatever happened to a 50-50 battle? We're going in for the puck. Let's see who comes out with it. That's what I'm saying. Fucking playing for the cup out here.
I'm into it.
Yeah. Fucking icings. Watch. We watch, bud. You watch. In between golf rounds, you watch how many icings are out there, fella. So, hey, I'll tell you what, we're going to break down the Ducks series in a little bit, but they're not done yet. So we'll be right back. I'm Missin Curfew. Welcome back to Missin Curfew. It is the Kits Eyewear Dish of the Week. Fellas, you're out at a golfing or posting up on a patio after a skate. The sun's blasting and you can't see the ball off the tee or even read the menu. You're guessing at both. Not ideal. Prescription Sunnies fix that instantly. Promo code Curfew. Buy one, get one free. Boys, any frame, any sunglasses, anything you want, you pump your prescription in. Kits Eyewear can do it. Mitch Marner, proving me wrong, boys. Proving me wrong once again. Roll it here, ice pick. 0-0. This is a big goal. Anderson gets the line here, and this is what Mitch Marner can do. Boom. That is our Kits Eyewear Dish of the Week. It is a great look by Marner. And for you two boys, what a great job by Howden. Going to that back post with your stick on the ice. That's how you boys played. And this time of year, that's how you get rewarded. But Mitchie boy, way to earn that 12.5 bananas. That is a Kits Eyewear Dish of the Week.
Yeah, Richie, this is all about being on the ice and knowing you're on the ice with a guy that makes 1 or 2 moves and then opens up lanes, sees the lanes before they're there. But it's all timing. If you watch Marner, the way he slows down, brings the puck wide on his forehand, knowing that just that lane, all the D, Obi, you know this, but Ds are using their sticks to cover lanes all the time. But when you change like the point of attack, things open up. He feathers a pass perfectly right through the top of the blue paint. All you have to do there is just go to the ice, go to the net with your stick on the ice, and then how are you? You're the hottest
great
guy
all
in the
around
league.
play there. But yeah, I just think for Howden, he's kind of having a coming out party, right?
Big time.
He's got five goals in playoffs so far. I mean, he's playing really good. He's a big body that they've been waiting to do this for probably about 3 years now to come out and play like this.
Just go to the net. It was a great job by Anderson too, from a D-man's perspective. Like when you get that open ice in the neutral zone as a D, you got to take it. And if you can gain that line for your forwards and push their D back a little bit and then drop it to a guy like Marner with world-class skill. But I just thought it was a great job by Anderson too. Getting the line, continuing to drive, pushes everything back. And then like you said, up dog, once Marner could change the point of attack and then Howden goes to the back post. I thought it was a great goal. So that was our Kits Eyewear Dish of the Week. Boys, get this guy an ice cold Labatt Blue. This segment is brought to you by Labatt. Brewed for the chirps, the rivalries, and the sacred art of trash talk. Labatt, brewed for the roast. Get this guy an ice cold Labatt Blue, the pristine Pilsner. Richie fella, dish one out, my man.
All right. I'm going to this kid out of Montreal Canadiens. Really like this guy's game. Kind of reminds me a little bit of myself when I was in my prime. Jake Evans. I just really, really like the way this kid's playing. Hard, heavy minutes, face-off guy. Third line, just kind of grinding every night. Really been noticeable for me in that series. And I think he's a big key in the next series. So I want to make sure he gets nice cold Labatt blue.
Yeah, he's turned himself into a real nice two-way guy.
Every time I think of that guy, boys, I just think of fucking Scheifele just smashing him.
I just wrote that
Oh,
down.
yeah, right?
Side of the net. Like,
Heads.
every time I'm like, God, that
Heads.
is just the biggest blow up I've ever seen in a hit in the playoffs ever. And I would have done the same fucking thing.
Oh, yeah,
As
you would've.
both guys. I would have tried to
Well,
wrap
we
the
know-
puck around, and I would have tried to wreck the guy trying to do that. Like, I on both sides of that play, I would have done the same thing. Holy shit, was that a big hit.
Richie, Princey's put out 2 hits from Updog's previous Stanley Cup playoff performances. They're both 5 gamers for now. They're both at least 5
yeah.
gamers. The one in Philly might be 10. It was at the end of the game. He just about
The
killed
one by
somebody.
by the net there, he just
Yeah,
decided
yeah.
to steamroll the guy.
Stall. He's still playing. Steve somehow.
He's a fucking beast. We're going to get into that team. Jake Evans. Montreal rewarded him 2.8. They gave him 2.8 a year. I believe he's on, it was a 5-year deal or 4-year deal. And I remember when he first got that deal, I was like, God, it seems like it's a lot of dough for. But what Richie's saying is he is such an important piece. The way he plays 200-foot game, penalty kills, get pucks in, gets pucks out. He has skill to make plays. He has an offensive flair too, but he has not only scoring, but he has plays to where he can take his time sometimes and make a little outlet pass. You know, like he's a big part of their team, Rich.
He really is. And I just said we just talked about face-offs, importance of that. And guy reminds me a little bit of Stoli in a way, like just that third line guy. It's consistent, hard every shift. Yeah, I'm cheering for him.
Stoli had better style, better tongues.
Yeah, better style, but everyone can have Jarrett style,
I know it's tough. It's expensive too. Tough and expensive. His son, the Mac Attack, is that his kid's name?
Mac, yeah.
Yeah, it was his birthday yesterday, or Aaron's birthday, one of the two.
Aaron's
birthday. But they had some pics of Mac up. He looks like Stoli, babe. I'm like, this guy's gonna do some
Good hair on him. He's got tongues out already.
He's gonna be a stud.
Got a leather jacket on. I think he's already got a leather jacket on.
Where's 16? Hey, where's 16? Got
He's
to
a
see
Johnny
already.
Rados.
Yeah, he's like, he's already ordering some appies, eh? What do you want? Spicy tuna? What do you want, pal? Calamari?
Tuna here. Yeah, you got pizza there.
We'll do a little fucking wood-fired pizza there. A little marguerite. Richie, I'm with you, though. Well-deserved. Evans, get yourself a nice cold Labatt blue. Up dog, my man.
Yeah, I'm going to keep this in Montreal, boys. This, lots of beers to be flowing around that dressing room as of lately. Can't wait to watch their game Wednesday night. But fellow Newfie, Alex Newhook. Listen, what a goal. Biggest goal of his career, and he won a Stanley Cup in Colorado. But look, anything goes in game 7s. This was such a tight game. You knew it was going to be a garbage goal, but, to come around the net, puck bouncing, throwing it in off Vasilevsky's elbow, pumpernickel into the crowd. Alex Newhook, fella, big Newfie. Yes, boy. Get yourself a Labatt blue light. I can't believe I'm like cheering for the Habs. It's fucking nuts, but I kind of like what they got going. And I'm going to follow this up with our boy Marty St. Louis, friend of the pod, absolute weapon. The celebration in the room for the boys. Like, that's hockey to the max. When your coach, who's been in these spots before, when you look up to a guy like that and he set the culture to come in, fucking chest pumping, doing his thing, Wolf of Wall Street style, it was just epic. And, for the Habs, it's great. Now they're the only Canadian team left buzzing. And, they're just got a chance as good of anybody's to go the whole way. So
I'll tell you what, Marty St. Louis loves an ice cold Labatt blue too. I can guarantee you that. It was great. He didn't even swear. He was like so professional. That's like Marty St. Louis in a nutshell, right? Like, looks like a beauty because he is a beauty, but then doesn't throw an F-bomb. He looks, he's like, the show goes on, he says too. The show goes on. I'm like, this is unbelievable. I just text him. I said, Marty, don't ever change, man. Don't ever change. And I'll tell you what, up dog, if the Montreal Canadiens go to the final, Jose Theodore said he could tee us up with golf there. I know it's
Count me in.
Yeah, we're going.
Even one better. If they get to the Eastern Conference Finals, it's F1 there too. It's like heads up.
Oh boy.
Talk about best weekend of the year for both reasons.
I dropped the ball back in the
fella
day.
tour.
Yeah, Vinny LeCavier back in after my first year in Tampa. He's like, hey, come to Montreal for the F1. I'll take care of everything. And I was dating a girl or something. Fucking blew it.
No, but now's their opportunity. They get past Buffalo, which is going to be a husky task, but if they do, that is fella tour style 101.
Montreal, Montreal in June.
You've heard it here, folks. It's May 21st or something.
Yeah, let's go. Boys, get this guy an ice cold Labatt Blue. Bear with me, boys. I'm dishing out not a 6-pack. What do I got? Got a 5-pack here. Another guy that I got to know through the Updog and had some battles against his teams in Chicago, Coach Q. He loves an ice cold Labatt Blue. I'm giving Coach Q an ice cold Labatt Blue for after Game 6, the way he handled himself with his interview. You know, giving credit to his team that they played their best game of the series, but then saying, hey, yeah, the Oilers were banged up. You know, it is what it is. They were banged up. We knew that, but we took advantage of it. You know, a lot of coaches in that situation could have been like banging their chest. I just took the greatest player on the planet out. He realized that they were banged up, acknowledged it, and then said our team played the best game of the year, which was their best game of the year. I just thought, Updog, that was Coach Q in a nutshell. You know, respects the game enough to know that, yeah, their star guys were banged up, but we took care of business when we had to, and that's why I'm giving him ice cold Labatt.
Boys, he's got the Anaheim Ducks into the second round. Who would have ever thought at the start of the year with the team that they were assembling and, you know, the changing of the guard with goalies, how young they are, just what Q's been through. It says just so much about the culture and watching those games live. They played such a 60-minute like game of just good hockey, hard hockey, beatdown. They smothered the Edmonton Oilers for the better part of 6 games and, you know, shut down their best players. And it's remarkable. And it says a lot about the guy he is. It says a lot about just the team that they've assembled. And it's nice to see, you know, the Ducks going the way. Ducks like rain, fella.
Ducks do like rain. Richie, I know you love Coach Q too. I just thought that was a great.
Yeah, I just want to say, like, I just think like that no one predicted them being in the second round, but they've done such a good job with their young players.
Yeah,
like all their young players took huge steps. Like they're like Carlson's dominant. Like, what's his name on defense has had a hell of a year. Looks like Scott Niemeyer back there.
Yeah.
Lacombe, even all these Mikinoff, and then they have this young kid. Hines. 2 guys on the back end. Hines.
Where'd that guy come
the other
from?
kid that's. He was in the minors in San Diego when I was scouting.
Fuck me, he could fly.
Yeah, and then they got the other kid, right shot Hellison. Like, all these kids are young, man.
Yeah.
And then they got Zellweger sitting out, and he's young. And they have all these guys up front, Seneca. Like all these guys have took a huge step.
Yeah.
Goche, like the list goes on and on.
Yeah. Young, dumb, full of cum too. They don't know any better. They're just out there flying around. They're just out there flying around. Coach Q. Don't ever change your beauty. Get a cigar, get a cold blue light, you fella. Boys, moving on here. Mitch Marner, get yourself an ice cold Labatt Blue. 2 goals in a pivotal Game 6, and much like Vegas. Much like the Anaheim Ducks in Game 6, boys. Vegas played the best game of their series in that Game 6. And Updog, you kind of mentioned it after the way the Mammoth, aka the hockey club, lost Game 5. You're like, are they going to be able to rebound from that as a young team that's never been there? Well, in my opinion, the answer to that was no. I mean, they came out in Game 6 and they looked kind of shell-shocked, like they, you know, were still not over the loss. And Vegas played an unbelievable game. But Mitch Marner, 2 goals in Game 6. That's why they brought him in. And you guys know more than anything. I've been hard on Mitchie, you know, throughout his career. And I asked a buddy of mine who coaches, and I said, you know, what is it with Marner? Like, you know, why do you like him so much? And he said, well, I know he's not going to take penalties. He's great defensively. And when he gets the ability to make a play, he's an all-time skilled guy. I go, so you could put up with him just being a pussy and not hitting anyone. He said, yeah, I don't really care if he hits or not. Like, would I like him to hit? Probably. But because of those 3 things that he does, he doesn't take penalties. For sure. He's great defensively. And I'm like, I kind of sat back and I was like, oh, well, when you look at it that way from a coach's perspective, I kind of get it. As a meathead like me, I'm like, guy doesn't hit anyone. He's a fucking pussy. Well, from their perspective, Updog, that's where he checks all the boxes.
Yeah, no, it's a game of using different talents, and as long as they can master each of those, you have a guy that's hard to replace. Toronto had a tough year, hard to replace a guy that goes out and plays like that. You know, whether or not he's had playoff success or not, he's played in big games and he's shown up. You know, he's done it for Team Canada. He's now doing it for Vegas. He's almost got a new life. We all know what that's like when you get a new opportunity, and he's running with it. So it's, you know, he's a big asset and a big piece to that team, and, you know, fucking heads up for the Knights.
And he's rich.
Yeah, he's rich, and he does make people around him better too. Like he, you know, Austin Matthews was a better player when Mitch Marner was with him.
Totally.
So
would it kill him to hit someone though? Would it kill him?
It might.
Like, you're right. And then I was like thinking about it, boys. I'm like, he's not very big, right? He's probably like, fuck, I don't want to hit someone. They're not even going to feel it. Like, why would I waste my energy and hit someone?
Yeah.
I'm kind of changing my tune on him here, boys. I'm kind of changing my tune.
Big fan.
Get this guy at Ice Cold Labatt Blue, the big boy, the big check. How do I say his name in net? Dobes? Is that how you say it?
I don't know. Fuck.
Whatever his name is. I mean, he was absolutely kicking in Game 7. It was costly for me. I had the Lightning in the series every which way you could take him. I had him in the game. And the big boy was absolutely kicking. And the one thing I did kind of notice from the Lightning perspective, though, is like, I'm no goal scorer, right, with 13 career goals. But like I was texting with Loops. I'm like all these chances, they're hitting him right in the chest. Like, is his angles that good? And Loops is like, no, there's some net to shoot out there. So as well as he played, I think the boys in Tampa, looking back, if they're going to look at it, they had some chances to fucking rip him cheese, but he was absolutely kicking. So get yourself an Ice Cold Labatt Blue. I got 2 more, boys. Cale Makar in Game 1. First of all, heads up for the Foligno brothers, the Bass. Heads up for those boys, because they get on the forecheck there. I think he fell on his ass, boys, because he had the old A535 on the bench.
Yeah.
Kind of giving it a rub.
Oh, that hip pointer?
Yeah, I think
it could be one of the worst nagging injuries you could have.
It's awful, isn't it?
Isn't it? You can't quite tighten up that right glute anymore. It's like non-functionable.
Doesn't fire.
And then you guys know this, but once that thing is not firing and it's sore, your groin starts to go, the left side of your back starts to go. All of a sudden, you're just out of whack.
Can't get a hard on. You're fucking in one.
You're in one.
It's true, Uppy. It's true.
No, it's not. It's not pleasant. But hey, he came back, 2 goals. I mean, those 2 shots from a defenseman's perspective, I mean, are ridiculous. Like, cross the seam, spink dink, bar down. Like, I mean, what he can do is unbelievable. So Cale Makar, first of all, stay healthy, fella, but get yourself an Ice Cold Labatt Blue. And last but not least for me, Updog, I mean, Richie, you mentioned, Evans played like you. This kid, Jeremy Lauzon, reminds me a little bit of myself back in the day, and I think he also went over 100 games without a goal, so that really reminds me of it. But he didn't play Game 1. He took a puck right in the, I'm not a big visor guy, but thank God he had a visor on that, because that one would have maybe knocked his eye out. Yeah. So he didn't play Game 1. I think he's got maybe a little bit of a concussion or something's going on. But Jeremy Lauzon, fella, don't change. Get yourself an Ice Cold Labatt Blue. He's got a great stick. If you watch him from a defensive perspective, his stick is always in the right place. He plays physical. He can make a first pass. And he's got an absolute muffin shot, just like I did too. So Jeremy Lauzon, get yourself an Ice Cold Labatt Blue. He's a dying breed, boys. And he plays hard, Rich. He'll give you a cross check right in the ribs, Rich, before you know it.
Oh, 100% he went. I like the player. He's great.
Yeah, he's a good dude. So I'm pretty sure, I don't know for sure, but he's got to like an Ice Cold Labatt Blue. So, boys, the Luxury Auto Collection, dog of the week. All right, fellas, quick love for our friends at Luxury Auto Collection Aero. Yeah, not just exotic and luxury vans, we're talking private jets. Gulfstream, Citations, real grown man toys. Check them out at Luxury Auto Collection Aero. Absolute beauties. Fellas, our Luxury Auto Collection, dog of the week is Quinn Hughes. His Game 6 performance, 3 points. He had the puck on his stick the entire fucking game. This is why Billy G went out to get him. Obviously, he's been unbelievable all year for him. But, boys, the way he played in Game 6 to take it over an elimination game, 3 points, to be the guy. Faber's been way better since he's got there, too. But Quinn Hughes is our dog of the week, Uppy and Richie. The guy in Game 6 was a beast.
Colin Bank. Colin Bank. I mean, it's just a world-class player. Changed the way the game's played, makes everyone around him better, as Richie said. That's what good players do. And just doing it in such a kind of a humble yet confident sort of way, like you listen to him and you're kind of like, he's got swag. You cannot fucking hit him. That would drive me nuts. There wasn't a guy really on the ice back in the day that I couldn't fucking line up once in a 7-game series. Good luck trying to hit this guy. So yeah, Minnesota, like they got a team, boys. They got a team, as you said, Obi, before we jumped on. Your message to these guys is you lose Game 1, but who gives a shit? Like, you're in this. You guys have just as good a chance to compete with the Colorado Avalanche as anybody. And I think Colorado knows that. If you're a hockey fan, you understand these are 2 great teams. But yeah, boys, he's a dog stepping up in big games, and nice to see him back in the playoffs.
Yeah. And the fact that we're going to get to watch the 2 best defensemen go at it in this series is pretty cool too, right? Like, they're going to put on a show for everyone, like Makar did the other night. Quinn Hughes has been probably their best player. It's pretty fun to watch. You know, it's going to be a good game tonight, and yeah, it's pretty special.
I do have a question for you guys from a forward perspective on a D-man. So when he's out there doing his tight turns and like, is there any point even going out there? Why don't you just leave him out there at the blue line and like anytime he wants a forward to come out to him because then he fucking zing and he's gone. Like if you guys were playing against him, would you just say, hey boys, when the puck goes out to him, just hold? Like I wouldn't even want to go out to him because when you go out to him, like I said, look out, it's Spin Cycle City. He's just fucking in and out.
Yeah, it's scary to think what he can do if he has 10 feet in between you and him and you're leaving him out there. Like the shot's going to come through or it's a backdoor lane that you're giving up. You do have to sort of you got to make him play hockey and you got to play hockey. You can't just stand there because obviously if you're standing if you're just like
5 guys standing there in the middle.
Yeah, if you're flat footed, you got to have angles, you got to have space, but you don't rush at a guy like that. You got to be good with your stick. You got to expect he's going to spinorama. Fucking Denny Savard, how are you? But to your point, like, don't get horny.
Fuck, don't get up dog horny.
Save that for after the game.
Yeah,
it's perfect up here. Like, don't rush the guy. Get in the shooting lane. Don't rush at him. And just kind of slowly contain him. That's what I would think. But
yeah, no, you're right. But man, he makes some really good players look really,
doesn't he?
Really, really average quickly. Where I'm just like, holy shit, man.
Never tired.
Ever. If there's one thing I could say, he could work on his tan. You know, his tan's not great. I know it's tough and mini. But tough tan.
All the hockey freaks, all the hockey nerds they never have a tan.
No,
they're just fucking in the rink and
they're not going back with the best.
They're in the cold tub. They're in the chamber. They're fucking on the blue line. They're working on their passing. They're like fucking not out in the sun working on their short game.
No, it's true. I used to try to go back to camp every year with the best tan.
Well, you did.
Yeah. But who had the best summer? Who had the best tan?
How was your summer, Hopes?
Yeah,
pretty good, I can tell.
What are we doing for testing again?
Has anyone got any aloe?
Boys, what's on the testing again? Are we doing the bike test or the beep test? Does anyone know what we're doing?
Everyone comes in looking for fucking new laces or tape. It's just like, you got any aloe? Fuck.
Labor Day at Loops' boys. Don't we a little aloe there?
This fucking burn on the back of my.
What a time. Had a time though there.
I missed the spot.
Yeah. Quinn Hughes, buddy. I mean, imagine Quinn Hughes. It was never going to happen, but Cale, Makar, and Quinn Hughes together. Could you imagine? That would be. I mean, they may not need forwards. They would just go D to D, back to D.
Or any other D-man for that fact.
I mean, Faber's a great defenseman, but since he's been put with Quinn Hughes, he has taken that next step. And like what he said about Marner, Richie said about Marner, Quinn Hughes makes.
I know.
He made Philip Hronek. That contract that Hronek got in Vancouver for a gajillion dollars, he can thank Quinn Hughes for that.
It's a horrible deal now.
Exactly. That was our Luxury question. Dog of the week. Tea times, baby. Nobody teases up more than Upshaw of Richardson. They're on tours. They're playing in tournaments, charity tournaments. Well, there's some boys around the National League looking for some hookups at Discovery, or can you get me to Pebble? By the way, shout out to Ryan Smith. This guy is unbelievable owner. I got a picture from Cal's and Weegsy. They're at the tap room last night or yesterday at the Pebble Beach. Smitty flew them in, gave them their house, I guess. How's that for ownership? Yeah. How's that?
That's nice.
Free agents, take note. Little asterisk there besides, the Utah Mammoth come July 1.
Yeah. How many owners do that? Like, I mean, that's just like
the good ones.
Pretty much zero.
But the good ones do. Vinny Viola, fucking,
Would Vinny Viola give the boys the bird?
I think he's giving them the bird.
It's nice to give him the bird.
Yeah. Same with, Vegas.
Oh, Bill Foley. He brings them up to Rock Creek after the season, rolls out the red carpet.
He's got 10 fucking flying birds.
10?
He's got a lot of planes.
We call that a fleet.
Do you know how many? Yeah.
We call that a fleet.
Yeah.
I want to say he's pushing 10 birds. Like he's got.
Throw the boys a bird, eh?
Oh, he doesn't know.
Throw the boys a bird.
I'm a bird.
Hey, throw us a bird, Bill.
Yeah.
We'll take a bird right to Rock Creek.
See you on the first $25K in the fine fund, but we need a bird.
Yeah, I thought that was unbelievable. And those boys are in the tap room. I love getting pinned in that tap room. God, it's a good place to catch a buzz. Tea times here, boys. Up dog. Let's start with the Edmonton Oilers here. You're a good Fort Mac boy. A lot of stuff came out of their press conference. What I did take away from McDavid and Draisaitl's presser is they both agree that everyone has to be better. And then the one thing Draisaitl said, he said rest is a weapon in so many words. I want to send him a rest is a weapon t-shirt. He basically said, you know what? Obviously we want to be playing, but maybe it's a blessing in disguise that we're done. And I do think that's a little rest is a weapon for these guys will go a long way. However, They should have beat the Ducks. I mean, the Ducks played well, but come on, you got to get by the Duckies.
Yeah, like the one thing that you can take,
Everybody's Duckies.
and I've said this, I'm guilty of this. I've said like they're nowhere close to being, Stanley Cup champs, and then but they have been, and they have been only because of two players, and that's the sad part, and that's the point that everyone's trying to make is like hockey's a team sport, and when one of these guys go down in a 3-month playoff run, it's over. And that's sort of the situation is, okay, yes, they've been close, but they've been close because these two guys play absolutely out of their minds for 3 months in a row. And hockey's, it's such an uncontrollable sport that these injuries, you cannot rely on just two players. And I think the message from both of those guys is, yes, rest is going to be key. We played a lot of hockey, but, not just on us and not just on Bouchard and goalies, but like everyone in the organization, Bowman and coaching and everyone has to be better. That just means we need to have a better team. And if we don't, Leon Draisaitl said it best. We got the best player in the world for 2 more years, but God only knows if that's going to last 2 years. It's because the whole organization has not been at their best in A, making moves, in B, fucking analytics. It's bad deals. Like there's some horrendous deals in that locker room, and it's not on them. It's not on the players signing them. I just want to see. We all want to see Connor McDavid fucking get to the kingdom, the Magic Mountain, climb fucking Lord Stanley's fucking journey. But it looks like in Edmonton, unless those two guys completely take over a fucking full season and a full playoff run, that they don't have the team to do it. So that's the message I think, Richie, that everyone's been talking about.
Yeah, and I have a tough time understanding. Like, I mean, I haven't liked your team in a couple of years, obviously, but they've got worse, which is really concerning. I don't know. I mean, after those comments that those two guys made, I don't know how Stan Bowman is the GM of that team.
Yeah, I
know. They have it's really put it on paper. They haven't been able to get. He's been there 10 years. They have no goalie. Have never had a starting goalie. Their lineup is got holes everywhere in it. It's really crazy. I just don't know when your superstars call you out like that. I don't know how you can come back or how they keep you. But if I'm Connor right now, I'm telling my agent, let's start looking around here.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
You're not going to win there. You're not going to win there.
The crazy thing is he doesn't want to leave. Like he still doesn't want to leave. I from his presser, he's like, I'm committed to winning here. I'm signed for 2 more years. Like if I was him after that, I would be what she said. I call my agent and say, fella, start working the blower and let's see what's out there.
Or the agent's calling him, hey, just so you know, I'm working the blower.
Because look at it. He's got 2 years left, Uppy, and what? Who are they going to sign this year? There's only so much money to go around. There's only so many guys that want to come to Edmonton.
Yeah.
So that team can't get. I know the rest will be good for them and all that, and if they're healthy, they have a chance. But god damn, man, they can't do it all on their own.
I think they can make a play at Binnington. I think that's on the table.
But they have to, or if they don't,
so
you got to get out of there.
That's for sure on the table. They got to buy out some contracts. They're going to have, I think, 18, as per Joffrey Lupul, 18 million to spend come next season on salary.
Yeah.
TSN, Joffrey Lupul, Fort Saskatchewan.
It'd be an interesting conversation to have with Bob Stauffer, who, thinks that the Oilers are the best.
What is old catfish spinning around? What's he saying nowadays?
It'd be interesting to see what he says, because he'd obviously have a masterworks of what they need to do and how to
just make him GM.
Yeah.
Let Bob Stafford be GM. Just give him the keys to the fucking kingdom. Let's go, Bob. Let's see what you can do.
But like, there's been a ton of tweets out there on like the ideal projected trade value of who you could get from each team. And when you look at that and you're the Edmonton Oilers, whether you're a fan or you're the GM or whatever, you have to consider like, wow, we could actually move Connor and get these pieces now and
get 5 really good players.
Fix this fucking thing. Or we just stretch it out. We try to over leverage ourselves on getting a new goalie and getting a new GM and getting fucking 1 or 2 players, because that's all we can get. And it's hard to get those players, so they don't want to come there. What do you do? What do you do? But if you look at what you can get from some teams for Connor McDavid in like a mock-up trade, it's pretty impressive. So, I wouldn't want to have the job.
I agree with a lot.
I want to play on Connor's line, but I wouldn't want to be the jaw. I would
keep up, bro.
No, but
Back in your prime.
I tried.
Back
blew
post.
my
Get
knee
to the
out.
back post.
Back in your prime.
First
you could've
time
kept up.
no, but I tried and I blew my knee up.
Shit.
First time. So,
I'm with you. I don't think it's an easy fix. I'm also with Richie. I don't know how Stan Bowman still has a job. Richie, you were a scout. You're in these war rooms. Dan Vladar is down the road in Calgary. And I'm a fucking retired hockey player that has a podcast. And I knew that Dan Vladar was a number one goalie. I knew it from watching him in Calgary. I'm like, this guy's a number one goalie. He signs in Philly for $3 million. What does Stan Bowman do? He trades for Tristan Jarry. He makes 5.2 when you could have signed this kid as a free agent. He was down the road from you. How do you not see that? Like, to me, it's like, I'm no fucking goalie whisperer here, but like, how do you not just sign that kid and, you have him and Skinner, or you trade Skinner or whatever, and have him and Pickard? You trade a bad goalie for a worse goalie with a worse contract. That is,
well,
you
I
gotta get
100%
fired for
like,
that shit.
yeah, I agree with you, man. Like, Danny Vladar was when I played with him for a year in Calgary. I could tell this guy's big. He's a good guy. He moves well. He's a really good goalie. I knew he'd be number one. And Calgary didn't want to get rid of him, but they had to with Wolf coming in. So, I mean, that was a cheap option for $3 million for this guy.
How do you not
like
fucking...
I don't know. I mean, I gotta be. I don't know.
Like, if there's
That's
one thing
to me is a fireball.
Yeah, Richie, let's say he was playing in the East, right? We'll say he was playing in, I don't know, pick a team over here. Who's shitty in the East? Toronto, no. But he was playing in the East, and let's say, then you could maybe understand that you didn't see him, right? But when he's down the fucking, what highway is that?
63. No, it's Highway 2.
Right down Highway 2 from the Taint, you'll pass Red Deer, stop in there for a pint. You don't know this guy's right here. You could just grab him for 2 years, fucking 6 point. You bring back Skinner, you run him out of town, and you bring in Jarry, who's been horrendous.
Who's signed for another, 4 years?
I believe it's, here, let me look it up. It's at least 3, Richie.
Stinks.
At 5 point, here, let me pull it up.
5 or something.
Yes.
535, 535,
Yeah, he's got 3 more years.
Oh, boy.
2 more
That's
years.
your buyout right there.
2 more years. This is 25,
Yeah,
26.
but my point with Edmonton, if they come back with not a goaltender, I don't know how McDavid stays. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, don't even show up to camp, eh?
I'm not coming back, boys.
Get fucking Billy Ranford back in there, or maybe fucking Coco. Get Fierzy in there.
Oh, Grant Fuhrer.
Get Fierzy in there. He could maybe make some staves. But that to me is, and I'm not going to sit here opposite Rich, and Rich, you've been in the calls and pretend that I could be a GM. I couldn't be, but that one to me is like, come on, fella. Updog, we've disagreed about this a lot. Yes, Evan Bouchard had an unbelievable playoff. He may win the Norris Trophy. I don't think so. The voting, was the voting before that round, or because if it was after that round, he might not even be a finalist.
Yeah, no, it's before it, I think.
I just think to have, and I thought Nurse played okay, but to have basically $20 million in 2 guys, as much as you love the Bouch bomb, I don't know, man. I think. I just think making that deal to Bouchard for 10.5 was too much money in my opinion. We don't need to get into that, but they are going to have some cap space. Let's see who's gone. Adam Henrik, good riddance. Roslovic, see you later. Lazar, thanks for coming. Connor Murphy, good luck. I would bring back Colton. I would bring back Colton Dock though. I would bring back Colton Dock. I thought that guy has potential to be a big body, good Alberta boy from Edmonton. I would probably lock him up, but the rest of those guys.
Dickinson might be back.
Dickinson might be back. Yeah.
and they missed
Dickinson might be back.
Remind me his name,
Dickinson
lefty
might be
forward,
back.
hurt on the IR for the rest of the season, who's been a great playoff guy for them all year. 2-way forward. Skates, he's actually he's always gets the fastest fucking skater of the year award. Jannik.
Oh, Janmark?
Janmark.
They
missed
him.
They missed him.
Yeah,
He's
he did miss him for sure. He's
big
great on
time.
that 4th line PK.
And he always
he's great.
fucking shows up in big games. Like they missed him.
I have no problem with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big mess uppy.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I think when you have the best player in the world and Leon Draisaitl top 5, maybe it's an easier fix than I thought. And I'm with you, Uppy. I love the Oilers fans. We don't have a podcast without Oilers fans, so hopefully they can turn around. McDavid and Draisaitl, where are they right now? Mediterranean on a fucking yacht, something, or what are they doing?
Not yet, but they will.
Chirping everyone on their team, eh?
Yeah.
Hey, I'll have another drink. Hey, how shitty is that fucking Lazar, man? How bad was he? Hey, we couldn't get a save again. Just ripping the boys.
Couldn't get a save again.
Couldn't get a. Yeah, I'll have another drink. Hey, Leon, could you believe we couldn't get a save again?
Oh, fuck.
Fucking Bouchard, was he in one out there or what?
I don't know. I'd love to think. I would love to hope that those two guys alone on a boat would not talk hockey, but they probably can't, right?
They can chirp guys.
I know, but I wish they could just block it out for hopefully an extended period of time because they deserve.
There's no way they could.
Oh, I know.
I'd be chirping everyone if I was them. I mean, this guy's brutal.
Just like, how's your portfolio looking right now? Like, that's all I'd talk about. Should we get a bigger boat?
Yeah.
Let's get another. Yeah. Let's get a bigger.
If I was Leon, I'd be like, hey, if you wouldn't have taken a $7 million pay cut, we could have got that vessel over there. By the way, hey Connor, if you would have taken your 20 sheets, we could have got the 300-footer. Instead, we got the 250 over here, fella. But rest up, boys. I do believe, and I know for a fact, playoffs are better with those guys in it. Like when the best player in the world is out in the first round, it's like losing Jordan back in the day in the first round, Kobe in his prime back in the day, right? Like,
yeah.
Fuck, it's better with them in there. So we'll do one more tea times. Richie fella, you want a couple of these guys? Your LA Kings, Anze Kopitar fella, what a run! 18 million in cap space. Richie, I'll start first for you here, fella. I got to tip my hat to Kenny Holland. I think the Breadman trade not only got him in the playoffs, it changed their whole organization for the fact that Kempe now has a legit, right winger to play with. Kopi there fills a hole up the middle. We'll see what they can do in UFA or with the trade, but 18 million in cap space. I think their blue line needs a little work, Rich, but I got to give them credit for even getting in the dance.
Yeah, they just snuck in, but you're right though, Kenny. I think Kenny did a good job. I mean, that trade, like you said, it was huge for the organization. They needed some scale and a legit first-time players, so that was a great trade. But it'll be interesting. Their team, like a lot of close friends there and work in the organization, and I think they're going to be a big player this summer with some, Kobe leaving. Obviously, they want Byfield to take the next step and be that number one guy, but I could see them making a big swing at a big centerman this summer.
Do you think this Brant Clark restricted free agent, he's going to get paid? When he first came in the league, I didn't love his boots. I'm like, this guy got feet like me. Slow. Gotten better. His boots have gotten better. So credit to him. Credit to the player development in LA.
Pat Green.
Greener, Stoley. Way to get him working the fucking ladder. Hey, get on the ladder, kid. Remember doing the ladder? Get on the fucking ladder. But his vision on the ice is as good as I've seen. I expect him to get a nice payday. Richie, do you think DJ Smith did enough to lift the interim title or?
Nope.
No, yeah.
I don't think he's back. I think
they need
he's gone, and I think they find someone else. Yeah. And hopefully Greener stays on that bench. I think Greener's going to be a great head coach.
Greener's got to stay on the bench. He was unreal.
Yeah.
He was unreal.
So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, I think the Kings are in win now mode, and I think you're going to see Brant Clark kind of be their number one D next year. Hopefully Dewey's the captain.
Yeah.
He signs maybe a small extension there and finishes his career in LA. But yeah, always pulling for the LA Kings.
How many years does Dewey have left there?
He's got next year and the year after, or just one. Maybe just next year.
Where is old Doughty? Yeah, he's got one more year at 11.
11. Wow. So he's going to have to take a little haircut from that.
He's going to have to take more than a haircut. Take a lot off the sides there.
No, but I think he's willing to do that at this point.
For
right?
sure.
He loves it. He wants to do the whole, finish his career there. Maybe get a chance to be a captain in the league.
Yeah, he's earned that.
Cool.
He's 36, eh? Wow. We're old.
Yeah, he's getting up there.
We're old. They name him captain either way. Even if they can't get an extension done, they still name him captain.
I would think so. He's earned that right for sure.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Hopefully that happens soon.
I do think that Breadman trade, though, changed the whole complexion of the organization. I thought it was rebuild city or retool city. You bring him in, and now they're ready to rock.
And now it's still win now mode, which is good.
Yeah. Boys, enjoy those tea times. Leon, Connor, wherever you are, put the feet up, boys. Catch a buzz, keep a buzz, have a time here. Stanley Cup playoffs, because it's the cup, presented by our good friends at Eagle 4. Fellas, you want to lounge by the water, enjoy waterside dining, and unwind in true Newport Beach style, the fellas at Missin Curfew have you covered. 20% off at Balboa Bay Resort with code CURFEW. Book online now. We're down to 8, boys. You always said this, like, I never got to the conference finals, but you're like, fuck, you get to the conference finals, there's only 4 teams left. It's like, wow. But now even there's only 8 teams left. The Habs and Buffalo have not started yet. Let's start the East here with Kyle Casey Conway. I know he's just fired up right now, as he should be. They're 6-0. I'll tell you what, the one thing I want to talk to you boys about is their PK. Richie, a lot of times I see these teams that are way too timid nowadays, and when you watch the Carolina Hurricanes go, man, they go at the D, and the D works down here, and then this guy goes, and the pressure they're putting on these teams is unbelievable. And I guess my question is, why aren't more teams doing it? It's probably not easy to do, but the amount of pressure that this PK is putting on, like when it goes D to D, a lot of guys in this league now have time because they won't come out. These guys come out, boom, boom, pressure, pressure, pressure. I love what they're doing. I don't have the answer how to beat it besides maybe hit the bumper guy in the middle, Rich, but they're putting a lot of pressure on these PPs and they're dominating on the penalty kill.
Yeah, well, and to play like that, you obviously got to be in great shape because it takes a lot of effort.
That's a good point.
And everyone is moving in sync too. Like if one's going, they're all going. It's not one and then the next guy doesn't go. It's all got to be in sync or everyone's going to go. But they're an aggressive team everywhere on the ice, man. They're pressure everywhere. And then the only way to break him, like you said, is using the bumper and quick passes, like one touch passes where you get the guy in between, and then it gets him out of sort. They had a couple almost last game where they hit the bumper guy and had a kind of little mini 2-on-1 at the net, and then you can try to tee up that back guy, one time guy. But that's the only way you can beat it is quick passing and the bumper. But they are very good. And when they're on, it's tough to beat.
I would just say this is as playoffs start and they go on, you always look at like one team that you're finally like, okay, this is their chance now. Like, the teams that have gotten the best of them in the last couple of years, like the Florida Panthers, or, you just look at teams that have had success in the playoffs, Toronto, they are out. And it seems like it's Carolina's finally like chance where they're playing and they're healthy. And Freddie's healthy and kicking, and they've started off great. Is it their chance? And then if it is, like, what do they have to do different than that they couldn't do before? Well, they couldn't score before. Now they're getting scoring from depth, but they're not from their best players.
Yeah.
So, right, Dobes? It's almost like, as much as you say this, like Carolina's has confidence now. They've all been in the spot, and they know what it's like to lose, so they don't want to feel that again. And to me, it's just like, that's a weapon. That's a weapon. So,
yeah, I mean, they're doing it without their top line producing. Seth Jarvis got his first of the series last night. His beauty buddies from Manitoba, they flew to Raleigh for game 2. Those are good friends. And do they not have a job or what?
I think they're just a full
boss getting the week off.
What did you just say?
They're a touring group. That's what they are. They come in and get pinned. They're on fellow tours.
I know, but what do they do for a living? How can you just be like, hey, I'm leaving? What was yesterday? Monday? So
They're
left
probably
Sunday?
all working in the rigs up in Manitoba, just fucking grinding.
Week off, a couple firemen maybe.
Well, fuck, 2 weeks on, 1 week off, eh? Okay, boys, we got the week off. Let's go
7
see
and
Seth.
7, work some night shifts.
Yeah.
And fucking
Yep,
hit
exactly.
the hay.
Pick up a couple extra shifts for the boys. Hey, boys, I'll work these doubles for you. I'm heading off to game 2
That's
against.
what they do.
Yeah.
Brento's been a big part of that. Yeah.
Well, those
Can you cover my shift?
Those are good buddies. How do you get from Winnipeg to Raleigh? Winnipeg to where? Like, stop in
Winnipeg.
Chi-Town?
Yeah, or probably
Charlotte.
Toronto down. Yeah,
I don't know.
stop in wherever
Not easy, I
city
know
that
that.
is. Toronto. What
Go
country are you in?
directs.
No direct. No, you don't get a first class direct right from Winnipeg right to Raleigh. I guarantee you that. You got to go through a couple of security checkpoints. Good friends though, man. They're beauties too. They're just getting pinned at the game last night. I would say if you're Rod the Bod, which by the way, his tie, he keeps wearing the same tie. Fucking tie is going to get worn out here if they don't lose. Yeah. But I guess if you're looking at him and his coaching staff, they might be like, wow, all right, we got to get our top line going. Like, I don't think they can go all the way to the cup final and win the cup without Aho, Svechnikov, Jarvis continuing to score. But this line of Stanky, Stan Colvin, Taylor Hall, and who's on the right side? Casey Robinson?
Blake.
That little
Blake.
fuck. I like to cross-check
Just
him
like
in the
his
ribs.
dad.
Yeah. I used to abuse his dad.
I know.
With this,
You
remember
and
his
everybody in
long,
the
remember his
league.
long fucking
Long
welding-
visor there.
Yeah. Oh.
The welding shield.
Yeah. We played him in the playoffs, Nashville, Anaheim, and I was matched up against his line. I'm like, I'm going to abuse this guy tonight. Every night.
Was he in Anaheim?
Yeah. We beat them in 6, boys. I think I had I might have had 10 minor
Couple
penalties.
majors.
10 minor penalties.
10 minors.
I think I had 10 minors in that series. I was over a minor a game. Fuck, they were all over me. Everything I did. That line, though, is absolutely humming. It's humming so much, boys, that my girl, she's like, I'm so sick of hearing Stankoven's name here. Stankoven's name. Like, that's how much this guy's fingerprints all over it.
Yep.
Someone grab him. Couturier or someone grab this kid.
He's just a pesky little like fucking water bug.
Are the
Doesn't
days of when someone's owning in the playoffs over, of like going up and trying to get him? Are those days over?
You can see Konechny kind of trying to do that.
Konechny should grab him.
He's trying.
And he does see Stanky doesn't want it.
He's playing a little on edge. Like, I'd love to see him be able to get back to his skill and scoring, because he's kind of all over the place. I've been there.
Konechny?
Yeah. Because he's the guy, he's a heartbeat of the team, and he's going to have to be a huge factor going back to Philly, game 3 and 4, if they want to even have a chance.
Fuck, they had a chance last night to steal one there. But KC, will bring you in here, fella. You're a Caniac diehard. By the way, the Caniac fans on social media are ruthless. We took the Flyers here at Missin. Richie's got the Canes in 5. Looks like he might be the only one. But they came there throwing some heat at the Missin Curfew boys. The Caniacs don't mess around.
Were they Sandy? Were they Sandy Oaks?
I'd rather them
you guys
come
are
after us.
idiots. You guys watch hockey. You dummies. Fucking easy, bud.
Yeah, but it's better than having the Flyer fans come after us. Trust me. Even as an ex-Flyer.
No, I know.
No, I might have been bandwagon this pick here, but
Loops. Loops is. No, I'm not going to give him away here. But he said he took some heat in the first round from the Flyers fans. He had the Pens.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he took the Pens.
Oh, he's betting on Sid the Kid. We get it.
Yeah.
He's a Flyer guy.
KC, what how you feeling there, buddy? You guys are 6-0. You're just annoying. You're annoying to play against. You're annoying.
Are you lightheaded? Your cock's been probably hard for 2 weeks.
That was a scary game. But that's the brand. Like, they are annoying. They're just pestering. They're all over the place. And, Stanky got ran over last night. You're saying they need to be all over him. They were kind of all over him. He took a huge hit. I'm worried about Couturier. That guy is all over the ice. He's winning every face-off. What I liked Labatt did was he switched up our power play, because it was not producing at all, and he switched up those lines. That second power play did end up scoring in the power play, but talk about, I think there were 13 penalties in the game last night. There was like 6 or 7 in the first period, so that made the game kind of tough to watch, but great game. And I just worry a little about Freddie, because he's being consistent now, but that's not how he usually rolls. So I'm just crossing my fingers that there's not a 6-1 game coming up. But I just think they need to keep Couturier on lock. That guy looks great. And keep our second line rolling.
Yeah, and Rich, you made a great point about conditioning. The way they play, you have to be in shape. Like even when they get caught, they hustle back. They're hustling all over the ice. So credit to Broad the Bod, all the boys that have bought into that system. They're all in great condition. And that Jordan Staal, the guy's a fucking beast.
Horse.
He's a horse. That's the best way to describe him. On the other side,
you watch guys like Nietzsche for Colorado. He still plays kind of that way, just being conditioned through Rod over the years, So anyone that ever leaves that team kind of brings that same mentality, and I think that's a really huge asset, for Nietzsche as an example for the Habs. That guy he's all over the ice. He's pasturing, same kind of attitude.
That's why Rantanen went out.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm not skating this hard.
Yeah, Rantanen's like, are you guys nuts?
Yeah.
This is insane. My hip flexors are barking here, boys. I'm done.
I just want to work on the half wall.
Boys, let's slow her down here. Dump it in my corner. That Natius brings the puck in backwards over the blue line more than anyone I've ever seen. He enters the end backwards more than he does forwards. He just comes in backwards. It's crazy. On
one thing on Jarvis' beauty friends, they went to Milan. Those guys are fucking committed. They went all the way to Milan too.
Are they rich? Are they rich? You get rich?
No, I was reading that they now do social media and they're making money off of their travels and sports travels, and they have like an agent now. And I guess they all quit their jobs to do this.
I guess they did. They're making money on social media. Hey, tell them to call us. We're trying to figure out how to do that for a while. But
we just bring them all in.
On the Flyers side, I wouldn't have taken the Flyers had I known Owen Tippett wasn't playing. This is how much I believe in this kid. I believe he is arguably the best power forward in the game right now. I guess what I've heard and is that it was an injury that if he kept playing, it could get really, really serious. So maybe the Flyers are like, hey, let's shut him down. The chance of us winning the Stanley Cup this year are probably not that great. However, you play game 7. How are you not out there for game 1 and 2? And I think the NHL should have to tell this, when it comes to guys that are putting money on these series, we should know, if he's not playing, he's not playing. So I just think he's that big of a loss for him ups. I don't think they can come back without him.
No, you're right. That's I always look at that as those injuries that you don't know, because when he's on the ice, you're like, well, he's skating good. But the ones that are fucked up are, your abs or your back or your groins. Like, you just can't fucking skate. So anything else, like shoulders, you're usually like, fuck, tape it on, play.
Tape a Tylenol to it, eh?
Yeah. So it's got to be a midsection nagging injury that's just like it's off the bone type thing.
If I was old Todd Reardon, their D coach who I played with in Cincinnati, T-Money we called him, he used to have this wood stick. He just fucking shoot 100 miles an hour. He was just a big old boy. Like, I get it that the Canes are quick. I get it. But you have to make a play as a defenseman. You cannot continue to, like, Drysdale and York and Ristolainen and even Sanheim at times. Like, I get it. You're under duress. You cannot continue to rim it around the wall and put your fucking wingers, Richie, in the soup and put them like, because if I'm on the other side and I see the rim coming down, I'm coming down on you all night long because I know my fucking center's high, and it's a shit sandwich. You can't just shovel your shit up the wall all night. You're not going to win.
Well, let me tell you, this is how I would play the Carolina Hurricanes. If when they dump the puck in, they come 3 at you every time. I would keep my forwards super high, and not have them come back, and I'd rim the puck out every time. As soon as you get it, you rim it as hard as you can out, and we got 3-on-2 every time.
So you want to rim it past
forward check so hard. I want to rim it past the forwards,
and
then you keep your forwards high, because they watch how they press 3 every time, super hard. You can beat 3 guys with a rim.
Okay,
and then you can technically have it. That's how I would play them.
I'm calling talks right now.
Call him
talks. Richie's got it, buddy. He said they're coming in hard as fuck. Rim that cocksucker.
Man, I watched it. I'm like, that's the only way we found a success against them is fucking. As soon as you get it, you rim it as hard as you can past their forwards.
All right, I'm on the other foot. That's fine. If you're gonna beat 3 guys with the rim, I'm all for it. But if you're just gonna shovel your shit to your winger when
shovel shit
when they're above you high, it's
that's what they want.
That's what they want. Habs Buffalo. We will talk about that later in the week. I can't believe the Habs got till Wednesday. Like, why aren't they playing tonight? But hey, it is what it is. Out west, boys. I will lead us off here. Avs up 1-0. Knights up 1-0. I would say if I'm a Wild or I'm a Duck, I'm fine being down 1 Cobb, because I thought the Wild got off to obviously a sluggish start, down 3-0, came storming back. I thought the Ducks were faster than the Knights. They dictated the play. The one thing I did notice though, Ups, is Vegas' penalty kill. The Duckies aren't going to go 8 for 16 like they did against the Oilers and their fucking Swiss cheese penalty kill. But these series are on. I believe the Avs and Knights are both lucky to be up 1-0. And I have the Avs and the Knights. And I'm sitting here telling you, I'm a little fucking concerned.
Yeah, no, I'd just say these are the 4 best teams in the West that are still, that are arguably, they earn the spot to be in this, in this space. And these are going to be tough rounds. These are high octane, a lot of offense. There's going to be a lot of goals. There's going to be a lot of lead changes. No games done until the whistle, that last whistle's done. I would just say this: I play a little defense, to block the middle, block some shots, because there's goals coming from everywhere in these rounds.
The Avs in their own zone, and I'm not going to sit here. Nathan McKinnon is a million trillion times better hockey player than I could ever sniff. In the D zone, he ain't perfect. He circles and circles and circles and circles, and they circle. If the Wild tighten it up a little bit here and make the Avs play in their own zone and continue to make Makar's life a living hell with the 2 Bash brothers, I'm concerned. So, Richie, what are your thoughts on the Wild Wild West, fella?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree with you, Dobes. Like, I think Minnesota is just a heavier team. Avs get a little squirrely, don't they? Sometimes
they get a little squirrely.
They make me nervous. I love them, and I'm cheering for them. But Minnie's got something, right? They feel like a really close team. That if they get past this, they could win the cup. You know what I mean?
Oh,
kind of a team.
For sure. That's probably their mindset in that dressing room. Like, we get past this one, boys, we got a real good shot.
We're right there. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna play out. I like both these teams. I like to see a little better defense. I'm kind of curious. Do you think that we'll see Blackwood at some point here?
Fucking Wedgwood was looking pretty small in that net, wasn't he?
Didn't he?
He looked fucking tiny.
Shaky,
he looked tiny in there. Tarasenko did the one armor and then another breakaway. I would like to see Blackwood at one point. I mean, I think Wedgie's done Wedgie, like I know him. I think he's done an unbelievable job this year. He's been great, but like, Updog was we found out about Blackwood out here in San Jose when we used to bet minus 400s when the Oilers went in there and lose the fucking game. Like, they brought Blackwood in to be the guy. I mean, I think if you see another kind of 9-6 shootout or whatever, giving up a lot, you might see him. The thing about Vegas is I think they can adjust to the Ducky speed. I hope they can.
Yeah.
And much like they did against the Mammoth, aka the hockey club, they adjusted to the speed and they eventually kind of wore them down. Uppy, you made a great point yesterday. They were lucky to win Game 5. Absolutely. I just think Vegas, the longer this series goes, the more they can kind of figure them out, adjust to their pace. And as Tortsy said, bring them in the muddy waters. He's like, we got to bring them in the muddy waters. I think eventually, or I hope, they will do that.
Yeah. This Ducks team, though, they're going off something special. We talked about earlier in the show. They got their younger players playing outside a shell. They've found their game. They're playing confident. They can score. Watching their power play in the first round, Vegas has their hands full if they're in the box, if they're taking penalties, if they can't keep up, because it's fast-paced hockey. I just think goalie situations in this Vegas Ducks round, I think Dostal is a guy that can steal some games. And, if they do get hot with a goalie like that, I mean, Vegas has their hands full. But both of these rounds in the West it's going to be, they're going to go deep. You're not going to see one team really take over another team.
Vegas has their hands full. Yeah. I'm gonna trump you on that. I thought Carter Hart looked the best he's looked last night.
Yeah. He did look good.
He looked good. I mean, when he first came back, he was a little shaky. Even that man, it's a Mammoth
for him, big time. I'm cheering for him.
He looked good.
Yeah,
he looked good. So it's definitely on. Because it's a cup, boys. Moving on here. Last but not least, at Missin Curfew, it is milk carton time. Oh, up dog. The Spangler Cup. Out. You're on the milk carton because you're done. No, they couldn't come to agreement. I will say this. There's no more Spangy, up dog.
Yeah, I know, but Canada's the reason why there is a Spangler Cup. They did a deal a long time ago. It's a TSN deal that basically provided, Canada always got a team in the Spangy. And that means eyeballs, that means sponsorships, that it's the whole thing. So maybe they just weren't seeing that ROI. Maybe the market's just, we're talking to them.
Sometimes you just got to pull the plug. Eh? Sometimes you just got to pull the plug.
You got to pull the plug. It's a sad day. It's a tournament. I know fucking, Richie, you didn't play in it, right?
No, I didn't.
Fuck.
It's never too odd. It's too late now, but fuck, I could have said.
Oh, it was just such a good thing to do at the end of your career. And for so many reasons, you hit the slopes after. You drink that nice afternoon.
The up dog's kind of tournament. The hockey's kind of secondary.
You drink that hot wine in the afternoon, going to the game. Had a little buzz.
When do we play again? Tomorrow. Okay, yeah, good, perfect.
Yeah,
I'm going to go hit the slopes here, boys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow at the game.
So many, good memories just of that experience. And I know a lot of guys, but don't call it never again, maybe.
Well, she's on the milk carton for now.
For now.
We'll keep her warm.
It's definitely not the same Spangy without Canada, though. It won't be.
Yeah, I couldn't make the Spangy. They bumped me. I was like, hey, talk to my agent. I'm like, hey, talk to Berkey there, see if he's like, they're gonna go another direction. I was like, fuck, all right. Sounds good. I guess I am fucking done. I can't make the Spangy. Fuck, hang him up, Obes, you fat fuck. Yeah, in all honesty, Uppy, I'm sad to see it go too. I love over the course of the holidays back home, World Juniors, little Spangy. I'm baked, laying on the couch. I enjoy watching it, and it's fun to see. Not so much now because we're older and a lot of guys have retired, but when I first retired from the game, got to watch you play, and then you see some guys, Richie, that you played against that are playing on some European teams. Like, oh, well, that's where Daniel Win. Yeah. Oh, Windbag's still fucking going over there in Switzerland. So 100%. I'm going to miss it too. In all seriousness, I bust up these balls about it because he loves it, but I do enjoy watching it. It's kind of it's too bad that they're not going to be in there.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I could have played in the one. I just didn't. I don't know. Torn motivator cuff. I couldn't get it.
Tough to get that body warmed up.
Worst injury out there. That motivator.
Try to get that engine going for the Spangy.
Oh fuck no! I agree with you though. It's Christmas. It kind of reminds me of the Christmas time as a kid. You know what I mean? You turn on the TV at random times and the Spangler could be on.
It's great too. It's
TSN,
like 3 games. It's like a 3-game tournament. It's like
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's like minor hockey again, right?
Yeah.
You lose 2, you're out, boys. Come on here, let's go. Big one tonight.
I know, Robin.
It's like
2 and you're out. 2 in a barbecue.
Like a member guest. 3 rounds is too much.
Yeah, no kidding.
Spangy though, tournament 3 games is just perfect.
The one thing I didn't notice about the Spangy is they had that seamless glass over there. I'm like, if I ever do play in this tournament and I can catch these guys, I'm going to make them pay on that seamless glass. Remember the seamless glass they had the Saddle Dome back in the day?
Oh, yeah. My head rattled off there a few times.
Fucking didn't give much.
Fucking, who's the can opener, that D-man?
Robin Regier?
Oh, my God.
Robin? Reggie Regier?
Yeah. Come down the wing, fucking can
dirty.
opener, head into the glass. That's 2 to 4 weeks.
Grab the smelling salts up, Shaw. Hey, we still going to Cowboys, boys, or what? Yeah. Uppy, we'll hold the bus for you.
Hurry up
the table, bud.
Hurry up. Last but not least on the milk carton, all these high sticking calls and these fucking guys. Come on here. All right, boys, enough with the, snapping the head back. I get it. You want to get the opportunity to get a power play. It's the closest hockey we've seen maybe ever in the Stanley Cup playoffs. So I'm not saying I wouldn't do it if I was out there, boys. I probably would do it. I hope I wouldn't, but I probably would. I just think we've gone too far now with these little nicks on the visor and they're like they got shot. So boys that are being embellishment and snapping your head back, I'm putting you on the milk carton. It's not the right way to play. If he high sticks you in the lips, it's a penalty. If he just ticks your visor, they're probably going to call it either way. But Uppy and Richie, I've seen enough of the snapping the heads back.
Yeah, no, Richie, it's the tale oldest time. You might do it. You might get caught doing it in the heat of the moment, but like err on the side of keep the game classy.
Yeah. You stay classy, San Diego. You stay classy.
Yeah, I would like the refs see that call it, and then you guys won't do it anymore.
That's Rich. That is bang on, buddy. You call the high stick, but you call the embellishment.
Yeah, you fucking don't. We'll see it. We see it. Don't do
it. Yeah. Well said, boys. Richie, great having you back. Up dog, always fun snapping around with you. Thank you to Hall Pass Media, Max, the Ice Pick Pickup, Kyle, Casey, Conway. That was Missin Curfew,
fellas.